Now why for this life, oh, na so palava. I tire for this problem, I tire for life, oh. Guinea, no work, no food, no house, no light. This small water then they bring, na so dirty they pull am. This small money I they get, na so transport they chop am. School low, na headache, hospital no work. I tire for life, oh. My brother, waiting you they think, oh. My sister, help don't come. SDP, MKO, Kidibe, action. MKO, Kidibe, SDP, progress. Abiola na the hope, SDP na the party to solve our problem and better our life, oh. MKO, 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 action. Abiola, 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 progress. Now him be.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So real quick, all we've just seen was the campaign jingle for the SDP party during the 1993 election, an election which is believed to have bettered democracy in Nigeria. And now, one may ask, which of those promises has been fulfilled in Nigeria? Is it the good road, the electricity, or even the hospital? But it's so surprising that we are in a country where none of those promises have been fulfilled, even after 30 years of democracy. A country where our pipe pump water is no longer in existence in most of the states, and our power sector is nothing to write home about. What can we say of transportation, education, and hospital? But yet, we are celebrating democracy today. And today marked exactly 3 decades our country took a decision to give democracy a chance. And hence the struggle for a democratic society in a multinational state began. For many years, Nigeria was under military rule from January 15, 1996, and in several occasions, the military promised to return governance to the civilian but failed. Even an attempt in 1979 was short-lived until 1993, when the then head of state, General Ibrahim Babangida, set up the platform for Nigerians to decide who governs them once again. We all know the story. The two candidates that emerged, the late MKO Abiola, a Nigerian businessman, a philanthropist, and a politician for the SDP party, and Alhaji Bashir Tofa for NRC. The governorship election was conducted as well as that of the lawmakers, and the people clamored for the presidential. But before then, let's take a look at the manifesto of the SDP party, what they had to offer Nigerians before the election.
As president, it's not my business what religious color anybody wears. In ITT, in Concord, in RCN, in Summit Oil, in the bakeries, in the bookshop, in the presses, and so we employ people purely on merit. Round pegs in round holes, period. There are so many people who work for me whose hometown I don't even know. I don't even know them anyway. I don't have to know them. Because see, we want to be objective. If I could do that in my own small business, I think Nigeria has every reason to expect from me a clear vision when it comes to the management of the affairs of the country as a whole. Quite obviously, we need to earn more foreign exchange. We shall therefore put in place policies that will broaden the foreign exchange earning capacity of the nation. We will pursue exports and local sourcing for industry. We shall aggressively pursue the implementation of the LNG project if the logjam on the gas project has not already been broken by this administration, by this current one. We shall maximize the nation's return from oil by turning over future investment to the private sector and by removing the complex structures which makes NMPC's accountability and assessment of efficiency almost impossible. You see, there are so many layers upon layers built on this simple thing, crude oil. You don't even know whether it's oil or some mystery around it that is taking the money from the central bank. You see, I think we would demystify all these things. In my government, the daily export of crude will be published and the price at which it is sold. You see, the issue of planned implementation is simple. You see, public things are not private. We have National Assembly now. They will do their job. They review the expenditure of government and will hold public hearing. We will no longer be hearing of monetary circulars from central bank without the bankers being told. The bankers will have to be involved. You see, like I said, every effort has been made in the past to shave people's head in their absence. It must stop. I mean, it won't be allowed. I mean, the cumulative wisdom of all the bankers would have seen us out of the problem we have in this country today. But some people, they come from IMF or they come from World Bank. What do they know about Nigeria? You see, the most brilliant doctor in Norway might not have seen malaria in his life. So bringing him here and imposing him as a medical director is like sending everybody to early grave. You see, I think all that nonsense will stop. I rely on Nigerians to keep Nigeria running efficiently, and that's what it is. You see, there will be a few foreigners who will be recommended by our people, not those who will be imposed by some foreign authorities over us. We are an independent republic under God, or aren't we?
You guys think of MKO Abiola and his manifesto? To me, I see a man who was ready to serve Nigerians, not minding their race, tribe, or religion. A man who was selfless, putting the interests of Nigerians first. A man who was ready to demystify governance and bring transparency to the people. I see a governance just ready to diversify our economy and move Nigeria forward. I see a man who was ready to make Nigeria independent, debt-free, or probably lend to a SME that would come to her someday. No wonder he was the people's first choice. The election was conducted and there were speculations that he won, but for some known reasons, he was never declared winner. First time Nigerians would have breathed a fresh air after a long while. Instead, what we breathed was a dusty air of protest, unrest, and chaos. For some reasons, the man went on exile, returned a year later to continue the struggle, but was arrested and sentenced to prison. He died 4 years later, serving as a sacrificial lamb for our democracy today. The same democracy that some sect wants to frustrate and truncate. The same democracy of which Nigerians do not know if their votes at the poll counts any longer. The same democracy of which leadership is by turn while the citizens forlorn. The same democracy in which others thrive while we only survive. So I ask, is Nigerian democracy a mirage or a reality? So guys, maybe you guys can lecture me on this. Is Nigerian democracy really is it really a reality or just a mirage? Let me know your thoughts and your take on this. I think at this juncture, we're going to call it a day. See you guys in my next video. You can also subscribe for more updates. For now, it's a goodbye.